maximize yourself as a social worker, those things that you can do to convert your social work profession into a private business.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and it's your first time of seeing my face, welcome. My name is Obey, and on this channel I share my life experience as a mom and as a career woman, hoping that you learn from me and I learn from you. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back here. Thank you for tuning in today. And today's video is just going to be, as always, pretty quick, straight to the point. So people have come to my email asking me, oh, I heard you're a social worker. What's the social work profession like? How can I get into social work? What do I need to do to get into social work? So that's why I decided to do the video today, just to answer those questions so you can, have those information and see if social work is a good fit for you and if that's a profession you want to get into. I'm going to be highlighting what social work is about, how to get into social work, the values you need to have to get into social works, and all those good stuff. So if it's something you're interested in and you want to know about, why don't you stay to the end of this video? And at the end, I'll be giving you tips on how to maximize yourself as a social worker, those things that you can do to convert your social work profession into a private business, those things that you can do to optimize yourself and make more money on the profession. Social workers are professionals that help individuals, communities, and families to enhance their well-being and their quality of life. Social workers are people who advocate for people within the community that struggle with poverty, domestic violence, mental illness, and other social issues that are depriving them from being who they want to be. Social workers advocate for people to make sure that they have the resources and support within the community that can help them live the best quality of life. The people that social workers support or advocate for are children, elderlies, women, basically anybody who has one social struggle or the other. It could be someone who is suffering from domestic violence in their family, or even immigrants that have just come into the country that are, trying to settle in the country. So social workers are just basically advocates that go out and advocate for people, make sure that there's social justice and equality within the community. For you to get into the social work profession, you need to have a bachelor's degree in social work or a master's degree in social work for you to practice as a social worker. For me, I already had a bachelor's degree in psychology and I was working in the healthcare field. So that experience I had made it easy for me to get a master's program in social work in the UK. So I was able to apply for a master's degree in social work in the UK, and I was given admission to study social work in the master's level. But if you do not have like a bachelor's degree in social work or a bachelor's degree in that related field, all the social sciences courses, you can as well go volunteer in a school or in a community center, or do any care job, just to show that you have that spirit, that passion for helping people. And then you can, put all those experiences together in your resume and apply to a school that you want to do a master's in social work or even a bachelor's degree in social work. And with that, you can, get into the social work profession. Now, as social workers, they tend to work in a variety of places. Social workers work in hospitals as medical social workers. They work in schools as school social workers. They work within the government as child protection workers. They can be case workers. They work in prisons, in youth facilities, in mental health facilities, in so many places. Even within the immigration, we have social workers. Even within the military, we have social workers. Social work profession is a very vast profession, and it is also very rewarding. In Canada, the average salary per year for a social worker is within $52,000 to like $100,000. That's like the average. That's the average. So it depends on where you're working. I find out that people that are working within the mental health sector may tend to make more money than people that work within like child protection or in private organizations. So yeah, it depends on what level of education you have and also the organization you work with. So if you have a bachelor's degree, you tend to make lesser than someone who has a master's degree. The values you need to have as a social worker before you decide to go into the profession is: one, you have to be empathetic. You have to be able to put yourself in people's shoes. You cannot just go to someone's home and see that they're struggling with drug misuse or substance misuse or poverty, and you just stereotype them and say, oh, you're in this situation because of your own doing. No, in social work profession, they expect you to be empathetic, to be able to understand that there are factors, either political factors or historical factors that puts them in the situation they find themselves. So yes, one, you have to be empathetic. Secondly, as a social worker, you have to have integrity. You have to be able to demonstrate accountability and honesty in everything you do. In the social work profession, there's confidentiality. You don't, talk about your clients outside. You don't say anything that has happened. You cannot see people on the street and say, oh, that's one of my clients. So yeah, for you to be able to do the social work profession, you have to be accountable and you have to have integrity. You also have to have respect for people. You have to be able to, respect people, because you're going into people's homes. When you go into people's home, you have to, have some level of respect for them and understand the situation they are in and be able to offer them support that will help them actualize what they want to achieve. Also, as a social worker, you have to be able to collaborate with other people. Most times you are working as a member of a team when you're working with a family, because families that have issues with substance misuse and poverty may be working with a variety of organizations at the same time. You have to liaise within all these organizations to be able to get information so that you know how best to support your clients. So yes, you have to be able to work within a team. You have to be a team player. You have to know where your role starts and where your role ends. You cannot do somebody else's job in the social work profession. So yeah, you have to be collaborative in the social work profession. It's just been amazing how many of you have kind of engaged on this channel. I appreciate all your engagement, for your likes, your comments, your emails. Those mean a lot to me. So if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to ask me based on today's video or any of my previous videos that you are confused about or you want to get some clarifications on, do well to send me an email and I'll answer as fast as I can.
Everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body.